Have you ever wondered how debt can be used to build wealth? It may sound counterintuitive, but the answer is a resounding yes. It all boils down to understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt is your financial ally. It's the kind of debt that helps you accumulate assets that appreciate in value over time and generate a steady stream of income. Think of it as a seed you plant today, which grows over time to bear fruit tomorrow. On the other hand, bad debt is like a financial black hole. It's the debt you accumulate when you purchase goods or assets that do not generate income and potentially depreciate in value over time. It's like buying a fancy sports car that loses value as soon as you drive it off the lot. Understanding this distinction is the first step on your journey to financial freedom. It's the foundation upon which you can build your wealth strategy. Now let's dive into the 7 powerful ways you can use debt to build wealth. Firstly, consider consolidating and paying off inefficient bad debt. Now, what do we mean by this? Well, all of us have various kinds of debts: credit card bills, student loans, car loans, and so on. These are what we call bad debts because they don't help us generate income or grow our assets. In fact, some of these, like credit card bills, often come with high interest rates, making them inefficient and expensive to manage. The key to turning the situation around lies in consolidation. This means taking all these various debts and merging them into one single debt, preferably with a lower interest rate. This process not only simplifies your financial management but also potentially reduces the amount of money you need to pay back. So, instead of juggling multiple payments, you have one single payment to focus on. The money you save from the reduced interest can then be directed towards investments or savings. This way, you're not just reducing your debt, but also actively using the money saved to build wealth. By managing your bad debt efficiently, you can start focusing on building wealth. Secondly, think about utilizing offset accounts linked to mortgages. An offset account is essentially a savings or transaction account linked to your mortgage. Every dollar in this account offsets a dollar of your mortgage, thereby reducing the amount of interest you need to pay. This is because interest on your mortgage is calculated on the loan amount minus the balance in your offset account. For instance, if you have a mortgage of $200,000 and $10,000 in your offset account, you're only charged interest on $190,000 of your loan. By saving you on interest payments, an offset account allows you to pay off your mortgage faster. The money you save can then be strategically used to make further investments. Remember, every dollar saved on interest is a dollar you can put to work elsewhere in your financial plan. It's all about making your money work smarter, not harder. So if you have a mortgage and you're not already utilizing an offset account, it might be time to start thinking about it. An offset account can be a powerful tool in your wealth-building arsenal. Thirdly, it's essential to manage your cash flow to minimize interest payments. Let's break that down a bit. Managing your cash flow isn't just about making sure you have enough money to cover your bills. It's about optimizing how and when you use your money to ensure you're not paying more in interest than you need to. This might mean making payments on loans sooner rather than later to reduce the amount of interest accruing. It's also important to avoid late fees. These can add up quickly and are an unnecessary drain on your finances. So, set reminders, automate payments, do what you need to ensure you're paying on time. Consider also focusing on paying off high-interest debt first. This is often referred to as the avalanche method of debt repayment. By tackling the debt with the highest interest rate first, you minimize the amount of interest you'll pay over time. Remember, every penny you save on interest is a penny that can be put towards building your wealth. So take the time to manage your cash flow effectively. Proper cash flow management can save you a lot of money in the long run. Fourthly, consider investing in assets that can generate income and capital growth. This strategy is a cornerstone of wealth creation. When we say assets, we're talking about investments like stocks, bonds, and real estate. These are not just pieces of paper or properties, but vehicles that can help you accumulate wealth over time. Let's start with stocks. When you buy a share of a company, you're essentially buying a piece of that business. As the company grows and profits, so does your investment. Some stocks even pay dividends, which is essentially a portion of the company's profits paid out to shareholders. Bonds, on the other hand, are a form of loan you give to a company or government in exchange for interest payments over a fixed period of time. At the end of that period, the amount you initially loaned is returned to you. It's a steady, albeit slower way to grow your wealth. Real estate, too, can be a powerful wealth-building tool. Whether it's rental income from tenants or capital appreciation as property values increase, Real estate can provide a steady stream of income and potential for growth. The key here is diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, but spread your investments across different types of assets. This can help mitigate risk and increase potential returns. Remember, every investment comes with its own set of risks and rewards, so it's important to do your homework and understand what you're getting into. Investing in income-generating assets is a key step in building wealth. Fifthly, consider recycling home loan equity to invest in shares or property. Now, what does that mean? As you pay down your mortgage, you're building equity in your home. This equity is a valuable asset that can be leveraged to create additional wealth. How, you might ask? Well, you can use it to secure a loan or line of credit, which can then be invested in income-generating assets like shares or property. This strategy, often referred to as equity recycling, can help you to grow your wealth over time. Think of it this way. Your home's equity is like a plant that's grown from a seed, your initial investment. By recycling this plant, you're effectively planting new seeds that can grow into more plants. Each of these plants can then produce its own seeds, creating a cycle of wealth creation. But remember, as with any investment strategy, it's essential to understand the risks and potential returns. Always seek professional advice before making these decisions. Recycling home loan equity can be a smart move for homeowners looking to build wealth. Lastly, consider investing in managed share funds that are internally geared. These are essentially a pool of investments, overseen by professional fund managers who make decisions on where to allocate resources to maximize returns. The beauty of these funds is in the diversification they offer. Spread across a variety of assets, they can mitigate the risk associated with placing all your eggs in one basket. Internally geared managed funds take things a step further. They use borrowing to increase the amount invested, aiming to amplify returns. This approach, however, also magnifies losses if investments don't pan out as expected, so it's important to understand the risks involved. One of the key benefits of these funds is the potential for a steady income stream. They can provide regular distributions, which can be particularly beneficial for those looking to supplement their income. The professional management of these funds can also be a huge advantage. It saves you the time and stress of managing individual investments, allowing you to focus on other aspects of your financial journey. Managed share funds can be a great addition to your investment portfolio. So, there you have it, 7 powerful ways to use debt to build wealth. Let's do a quick recap. We've talked about consolidating and paying off inefficient bad debt, which is the first step towards financial freedom. Then, we dived into utilizing offset accounts linked to mortgages to reduce interest costs. We highlighted the importance of managing cash flow effectively to minimize interest payments, and how investing in assets can generate income and capital growth. We also discussed recycling home loan equity to invest in shares or property, and considering managed share funds that are internally geared. These strategies, when used wisely, can turn the tables and make debt work for you, leading you to wealth. But remember, these are not quick fixes. They require careful planning, understanding of the market, and a commitment to financial discipline. Always seek professional advice to understand the risks and potential returns associated with these strategies. Remember, the journey to wealth is a marathon, not a sprint, so take your time, make smart decisions, and watch your wealth grow.